Andy, hi, I'm Jag Wotherspoon along with Coach Matt Tomlin, and tonight the third seeded Mckinleyville Panthers and the top seeded Arcata Tigers championship game of the Niclai boys basketball tournament at the Tiger Den here in Arcata. Coach, welcome aboard, and I'll tell you what, I haven't had a chance to do a lot of Arcata Mckinleyville games through the years. You've kind of got some Northern Humboldt ties. I'm more of a Eel River guy, Ferndale, St. Bernard's guy when it comes to rivalries here in the North Coast. But when you're talking about boys basketball, this is as good as it gets as far as this rivalry with Mckinleyville and Arcata.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just two great basketball programs, great coaching staff, solid players. When fans were allowed in the gym, they had two of the best high school student sections that you'll see in the HDN. I mean, just big crowds are intense. We're going to miss that tonight for sure.
Okay, break down, why is this rivalry type is down in the Eel River Valley? Eel River separated the two schools as far as the school district and Ferndale school district. Of course, you've got conference rivals like Ferndale and St. Bernard. Now, it has a lot to do with the fact that both these district. Do you think that has as much to do with this rivalry as anything else?
Well, being in the same school district is a big part of it, but it's also the crossover that happens when they're playing youth sports growing up. A lot of these kids played football together. They were on the same little league teams and all-star teams. They probably played in the same recreation basketball leagues growing up, and they went to different schools, but the Pacific Union or Sunnybrae or Arcata or Mckinleyville. But a lot of them were teammates before they decided which high school in the district they were going to go to. And so a lot of times they're playing against guys that were their teammates just a few years ago.
And this is the toughest ticket for the Humboldt now because everything's going on with, the restrictions when it comes to fans and COVID and whatnot. But just based on that history and the fact that, this is such a basketball rivalry, it brings out positive to everyone. As far as the game is concerned, there's not a tough ticket that there is for this game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably people that were bribing players, I don't know what the highest payment might have been. You would have had to bribe a player to be on their pass list to get into this game tonight.
Yeah, because really it's a competition that the only that are allowed at the game are family and friends and player and each cheerleader. So you got to have connection, whether it's a player or a cheerleader, to get on some type of pass list.
It's so tough that I told my own son he couldn't come tonight, that the radio doesn't even get a guest, and so he's at home. But not easy to get in here to watch this game tonight.
And as far as these two teams are concerned, they traveled completely different paths to get to this championship game. Arcata ended up winning the Big Five conference with the 7-1 record. They were the number one seed. They had a bye in the opening round on Tuesday. They picked up a nice home win over a very good St. Bernard's team last night by a final score of 75-60. That's how they advanced in this championship game. They kind of took the most direct route to the championship game, while Mckinleyville ended up going to Crescent City on Tuesday, where they ended up beating Del Norte 50-47, and then they had to travel to Southern Humboldt last night to knock off the top seed from the Little Four, South Fork, by a final score of 80-50. So without a doubt, these two teams definitely traveled different paths to root to this championship game.
Yeah, McKinleyville was the road warriors making that trip up to Del Norte, and 2 nights later they're down at South Fork. But, I had a chance to talk with Clancy earlier today, preparing for this game, and she just said, hey, we have this momentum going right now, and it's special. We just want to keep it rolling. She's absolutely right. So, yeah, Arcata's the favorite, and they're at home, and they got, they're the number one seed. But McKinleyville has something special going on right now with this momentum, and they're hoping to ride that into this championship game.
Yeah, the Panthers obviously playing very well. They had back-to-back wins. They concluded the regular season with a nice home win over Del Norte, lost the coin flip, had to go to Crescent City on Tuesday, beat the Warriors up at Crescent City on Tuesday. So they did something that teams don't do very often. That's beat Del Norte in back-to-back games.
Yeah, and I mean, to beat Del Norte in Del Norte is not an easy task for anybody, and that was a time victory On the other side of things, I was looking at Max Preps today and doing the homework for tonight. Arcata's the #1 ranked team in the North Coast in Division 4. If they win this game tonight, they very well will get that #1 seed in the North Coast playoffs.
And a big challenge tonight because Tigers are running on all cylinders right now. They're healthy. They've won 9 games in a row. They've got that really nice 1-2 punch with Kai Purcell and Brandon Jackson, and a great supporting staff in addition to the team.
Absolutely. I mean, the performance we saw out of Kai Purcell last night was the best I've seen in a long time, and just a complete player. I actually made a few calls to people today just telling them how impressed I was with Kai Purcell's game. I didn't know how good he was last night. Jackson, I was totally aware of. I'd seen him play maybe a little bit more, and I think he's just an electric point guard. Kind of reminds me of like Robin Curley back in the Duke days. He just runs the show for the Tigers. So he really.
Yeah, Victor Jackson, 17 last night. He scored all 17 of his points in the second half. And Purcell, what he did in that first half, scoring 23 points, that was probably as good a half of basketball as I've seen a high school player in this area play in quite a while. Some of those Glenn, Willis, and Claus, those guys have some pretty good, but it's probably the best half that I've seen a player play this season as far as how he made it look so easy.
It's funny you say that, talking about that group of Fortuna kids in town in college for Redwoods, because I sat there thinking today how well he was playing with those kids, because they're so special with that mental to do anything that's needed on the court. He's that type of player where he can go in and be a physical presence, but he can step out and really shoot the three-point shot at a high percentage. So yeah, he's that guy that can really blend with that special group of kids.
Also getting ready to chip off tonight, and we would love to be in a situation where we opportunity to broadcast like we have in the past, but it is what it is. We'll talk more about that later on. The girls' championship game is off tonight at Niclai Gymnasium with Eureka hosting Arcata in the all Big 5 championship.
Yeah, head coaches, me and you both have a lot of respect for. I mean, talking about Doug Oliver first, just, the dean, I guess, of North Coast coaches, done it. And he's just an amazing coach. And what the run he's got those Arcata High girls on going into this game, I mean, they beat a very, very good Ferndale girls team to get to that championship game. And that's no easy, feat there to win that game in Ferndale. And then Coach Harvey, we both like Coach a lot. He was texting us today about the big game tonight. And Coach Harvey's done a great job. He spent a lot of years at the junior high level at Toby Creek and other places, coaching kids at the younger level. But Coach Harvey also has a lot of years of experience. So that's going to be a great game with those two teams.
And both those teams play very good basketball right now. Arcata's won 509 out of 10. And I had a chance to visit with Coach Oliveira over today when I got here. Coach wearing a lot of different hats, was taping ankles, and getting his girls. And he said, hey, let's see the things you're going to have to do tonight. And he looked right at me and he says, stay away from falling behind by 17 in the first half. Everybody happened. That's what happened. The last time the two teams played, dug themselves in the big so they were never able to dig out of that hole. But they're playing very good basketball right now, and that's a really good matchup too.
Absolutely. I feel like the two games tonight really kind of resemble each other. Both games have a clear-cut favorite on who should win the basketball game, but the Arcata girls, just like the Mckinleyville boys, are riding momentum into that championship game, and you never bet against momentum, right? The Arcata girls are on a roll, and they'll have a chance tonight.
Yeah, they beat Ferndale on Wednesday, 52-50. Eureka knocked off St. Bernard's by a title of 58. That game, Coach greatest first one exposed, and Eureka High School website, Facebook page, get updates on what's going on. Tonight. Back on the pregame show, we're going to take a closer look at tonight's matchup between the Panthers and the Tigers, and we'll be back with more right after this timeout. Thank you. I think what I did was I just turned down the volume in my phone a little bit. I just turned down the stand level a little bit. Hopefully that will help. Okay, good. Pregame show coming to play on the video dial at 95.1 FM. Radio dial 95.1. Yeah. Streaming. At 95.1 FM. Special thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us out with our podcast tonight. Humble Fire and South Pharmacy. Quiet. First Syrup, Steve Burner's Academy, Bad Little Albion Quiet, Get a Hit, Ivan Reynolds, and out. So taking a closer look at the two teams. It is the time for second and Big Five conference for 5 conference record. Ended up losing points, so that's why they had to travel. They have an overall record of 7, and they have the second graduate from Mckinleyville High School in 1986, graduated from President Pacific in 1990. Her assistant coach is the World Cup and out Jeff along because the backlands. This is a great story when you talk about coach who was actually Cindy's broke in her basketball career. The fact that they had a basketball reunion at Mckinleyville High School, and then the fact that they had the
Yeah, I grew up as a young kid in Mckinleyville watching Cindy play as a legend at McKinley. She was teamed up with Trina McCartan, a superstar center, and the two of them had some dominant Mckinleyville High team. It's probably would have every three-point shooting in Humboldt County history. They didn't have the three-point line she was playing in Mckinleyville High School. But again, she's somebody that I've looked up to my entire life. I'm excited to see her on the sidelines coaching, and she's done a tremendous job with basketball.
She's a Hall of Famer, two great tennis. I have to live high school and then had a nice high school. And as a housing situation where, this has to be a fun for the Clancy family with Steve and Pat, and then, of course, the jacket.
Yeah, her husband was a teammate and a classmate of Steve Thrapp's at St. Bernard's High School. And so there's a little link there to Thrapp and that great history. But, yeah, just what an amazing thing. Life and coaching, and their sons on the team, and really a special time for them. I think she has a daughter at Zaga University, so really special things to happen in Clancy thing.
Tigers with overall 20 with Kelly Maynard, another great score in his own right. In his first year as the head coach at Arcata, he graduated from 2004. Got a head coaching job with the Freedom Girl. He was 24 at the time. When he played the Niclai championship in 2003 as a junior, when he was playing for Bobby Smith at Fortuna High School, and they ended up losing to Del Norte in the championship. and Eddie Vanuku, but Coach Maynard has done an outstanding job making that smooth transition from guys basketball royalty up here at Arcata School. Coach Dusty Schofield, and because Dusty's the family responsibilities. Kelly done a nice job, over as the acting head coach.
He's done a great job. I had a good conversation when I showed up tonight. His parents were listening to the game last night and heard you and I taking the credit for everything that he's accomplished, and we got a good laugh out of that. But yeah, you coached him in Little League, and I got a chance to coach him as a freshman in high school. We both have a lot of respect for Maynard. His assistant coaches do a tremendous job. Obviously, new coach with me at St. Bernard's for football does a great job coaching basketball here at Arcata, and they got a really special team and really have had a special season so far.
And talking a little bit about these two programs and what has happened with the Niclai introduction of the starting lineups with the boys, Arcata's 1996, 1997 year anniversary, winning their last Niclai championship, and Isaac Gill senior on the in the championship game. Arcata has won 8 county championships since the Dick Niclai tournament went into effect. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2013, 5 straight years. And then Fortuna won it in 2014 before the Tiger and won
Welcome to the championship
in 17
Niclai tournament game. At this time,
Yeah,
I'd like to please ask the
really
stand for
special
national anthem.
fun. And again, the last few years they've had something special going on.
Now,
again.
what we're going to do is we are going to
Sing
sing of our national anthem.
by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Go Tigers!
Just have the national anthem.
It's time for the Niclai championship game.
Yeah, well, last night, no national anthem. That feels more like basketball tonight, Tag.
So we are getting set for the start of
First, the resident team, the Mckinleyville Panthers.
We're actually going to have the introduction of the starting lineups tonight. So taking a
Number 0, Jordan Brown.
tonight, starting up front. Number 15, Connor Alto, who's a 6th senior who averages
Number 11, Cody Whitmer.
and 5 now as they are introducing the Mckinleyville starters.
Number 15, Connor Alto.
Who averages 15.5 plays, 7 rebounds per game.
Number 21, Owen Ham.
Whitmer, a 6 foot.
Number 33, Jack Clancy.
Against Southport last night, including 6 in the first quarter.
Now, the starting lineup for your home team, Arcata Tigers. Number 2,
I've seen
Carson Tucker.
It's 14.
Number 3, Josiah Alvarez. Number 10, Brandon Benko Jackson.
And Jackson, a 5.
Number 11, Kai Purcell. Number 15, Alex Jordan.
Or they able
It's game time.
and Mckinleyville behind by a lot early. Hang around in this game, give yourself a chance in the fourth quarter.
First time the two teams played, which has been on Thursday, January 6th. That was up in Mckinleyville. Tigers were without the Guy Purcell, who was out because of health and safety reasons. That game, Mckinleyville knocked off for 67-58. And then with Purcell in the lineup, they played a few weeks ago on Wednesday, January 26th here in Arcata. It was Arcata jumping out to an early start and end up knocking off Mckinleyville at a final score of 72-61. As we attempt to get things underway, it'll be Clancy jumping for the Panthers and Kai Purcell jumping for the Tigers. Scott Rotherham is our referee, and the tips can be controlled by Mckinleyville. That's Alto with the ball. Now down to the left corner for the ball. Now the on top of Clancy, who to set things up. Clancy guarded by Gomez. Will drop by Gomez, picks up his dribble. Swings it on top to Hawk. He's open. His jumper. It's good. Tigers come out. Defense to his Gomez. Free ball that's off the front iron. No good. Rebounds loose on the court. It's going to be picked up to Brown. The crowd will push it to the other way, gives it to Whitmer in the left corner. Whitmer to drive the basketball up, jumper, goal.
Really nice off the dribble to be able to rise up like that.
Whitmer had a game high 27 last night and picked up right where he left off.
Carrying that confidence and momentum into tonight.
Bento Jackson with the flip ball.
It's going early, that's scary.
Bento Jackson knocking down the three to keep the Tigers both in the Brown with the ball for McKinley. Will drive the basket off balance. Runner hangs on the rim to drop in.
Nice. He caught Bento Jackson trying to get that steal from behind with him and Engel to get into the lane.
And Brown getting that nice Peters down. Puts the Panthers up by 1-4-3. Back it into Shores. Shores is going to back it up on all. Now they give it to Tucker. His shot is no good. He's got a ball.
Is Mckinleyville missing a big man tonight? I believe I remember saying that last.
Carson Parker, 6'4" seeder, is kind of their first or second guy off the bench. He is out tonight, just like he was last night, which is a health and safety protocol. Bounce pass inside, it's going to be picked up by Tucker.
And missing a post player might hurt more against Arcata than it would maybe versus Southport, who's a four-guard lineup type of team.
And that's exactly what Coach Clancy told me. They're going to miss him. They're going to miss his at his rebound. The other side is good. Good Hobbs the offensive rebound. The color and the loose ball's going to be up to be knocked around, and it's going to grab the crowd. Oh, hot to be during that spurt.
Yeah, but what I like about McKinleyville is they really look to get into their offense and to throw a lot of passes, a lot of movement, set screens. They're getting into their offense. That's what this team's getting pressure.
Bento Jackson will walk it up the floor. Championship game at the Niclai boys basketball tournament. Jaguar belongs that top and bringing all the action to the Tigers there. Bento Jackson on top, triple team, puts up an off balance jumper that's no good. The rebound's going to be grabbed by Hawk. Let that come out. Now it's going to come up. It's Jones. First up the Tucker. Dribble drive.
really good tempo to this game early.
Might have got away with the pass. Nope. All he let to the end. There's two by three. That's Clancy on the left wing. Dribble drive. Basketball.
It was a nice pass, though, off the drive by Clancy. And his teammate ball just out of bounds. But it was a good look going down the lane.
Victor Jackson up the floor. Gets it on the left wing. Up top to Kai Purcell. Quiet so far. Now to Gomez. Gomez dribble drive to the basket. Out by Jackson. High post pass. Now they're going to give it who works around a pick. Gives the whip. Tries to cut off. Now, 15 seconds. Let's try to work around it out. Battle fire. Jackson in the open court for a 3 minutes. Front out so good. Rebound knocked around. Then it's going to be stolen by Arcata on the Purcell.
And then they just
all four are Tigers doing a nice job hitting those 50 balls and then played with a lot of energy. And now got Purcell involved as he hit a three.
Yeah, and once you get Purcell, that's a dangerous team because really they've got everybody involved early. Tucker's had some steals. Doris get a couple shots inside. Then Jackson hit a couple nice passes. Now Purcell hits a three. And Arcata so really good about getting the entire team lineup involved so far.
Got to welcome all of our students who are here on the northern side. August Tail doing an
Tigers!
up for the Northern Humboldt School District, and we've kind of partnered with them, and they are getting our feed as far as into our radio broadcast. Go along the line. Back away and stolen. There's Victor Jackson. Look at the shot.
Yeah, Niclai Jackson makes everything go for Arcata.
Fancy dribble by the basket. Go. Back to the rebound side. That's on, and he'll lay it up again.
Really good, strong post move right there. And other than the three-point shot, I feel like he played really good defense on the ball.
That was a great no-look pass.
I'm telling you, he reminds me of Bobby Hurley. Great point.
Almost going to go out of bounds by Gomez.
Depends on what area you're from, right? Guards, your point guard. Who's the guy that you could remember as standing out to keep tag?
You know, I was always a big Joe Smith guy. As far as the back, well, he was one of the best. I had an opportunity to watch play. But I was a big Pearl Washington guy at Syracuse.
Yeah, gotcha.
Six score. There's Gomez with the three. Shot is look good, but the time to get the offensive rebound is stolen by Whip. So Victor will bring it up the Victor's Clancy gives it to Kid this to the game. That's all for the Clancy in the left corner. He gets a good look. His shot is no good. Also on the and he'll lay it up and in.
That's really good because Mckinleyville's running a 4 up there. It's going to get some production out of it. We'll open things up to the other players.
And that's what they to do is to get the offensive glass. 2-8 score. There's a deep three by Victor Jackson. That is no good, but Purcell gets the offensive rebound. Tucker, who's throwing his ball off. Mark and Howard's got a whistle. We've got a side. And it's going to be a rebounding foul again.
And you look at that long three by Pinto Jackson, and it's amazing just how the game of basketball has changed. You know, 2 years ago, that was a bad shot. That is a bad shot for Pinto Jackson. He has that range to make that shot.
Yeah, we see the same type of thing in what they taught of Ross on some of the three-pointers. Clancy's leaving to go. The shot was so good, but he's going to drop it back.
That was a good move. He got him up in the air and then got underneath. But the game has just changed, and I don't know if it's the Golden State Warriors and Curry and Thompson that have changed it, but a lot of players are really extending out deep behind that three-point line, and it's remarkable the percentage they're able to shoot at from out there.
Clancy will shoot two, and the first free throw is good.
A lot of Mckinleyville's offense tonight has been running through Clancy, and he's put in a point guard position, doing a good job with it.
Panthers as a team shoot 68% at the free throw line. And the Tigers also shoot 68% at the free throw line. The second free throw is not good. Getting the offensive rebound and Hahn misses the shot. Now it's missed on the floor and it's grabbed by Gitman who have a whistle. And it's going to be a travel ball against Arcata. Scott Rotherham is not happy with that call.
Yeah, but just hurt. Alan Mindy's agreed with his partner. You always like to talk about it and make sure they got it right.
A really good crew working tonight's game. This is an honor for them. There's Clancy with the deep outlet to Bento Jackson. Tigers win by 7, 16. Bento Jackson almost loses his dribble, tries to go base right, gets out to Tucker. Dribble time to the basket in traffic. Gets back to Bento Jackson. The first got a whistle. A traveling ball against
Just said a good group we have. Right? 2,000 a game, almost at the end of the first quarter. They're just on top of it tonight.
Rotherham, Allen Mindy, and Tyrone back at the game. There's Alto, Jackson out of Purcell, the basket. But then George gets the off out to Bento Jackson.
Now, if the tempo he played that, the speed he plays that, it's hard for anybody to match that.
Bento Jackson with a pair of threes. He has 10-point lead right. Not away with all for a double dribble.
Yeah, and they've got into more early. I talked about how good they were getting into their. I think at the end of the quarter, that's something Coach Clancy is going to talk about, is getting into their offense more and getting a few more passes before they.
Ray Hamill in the house covering tonight's game for HuffPoSports.com. Should be good at his website to read all about tonight's championship games. Ray's going to be here for a while, and then he's going to head to the roof to cover the girls' championship game. And just a little video right now with 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. The Tigers have the ball at a point lead. That's Bento Jackson on top, looking inside. His pass is
And Coach Bento Jackson didn't like that call over there, but thought they got it right. Next step.
3 seconds remaining in the quarter. To drive the basket, he's going to lay it up. Ending the first quarter with our score. Arcata 19, McKinleyville 9, and we'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Perfect. So far, so good. Okay. Hey, you just make yourself at home. I just got all my stuff scattered. Good to see you. That's right. Yep. With HuffPoSports.com. Yep.
Reminds me of last night. We should have been ahead by more. But I guess I'll take a 10-point lead.
Take a 10-point lead.
Great internet service. I'm trying to get this.
Welcome back to the Tigers. Get their ball to start the second quarter. Going with Ryan Smith and Tom also. Get this out by getting now we're going to have one shot.
Purcell was imperfect. Two officials were actually able to make the same call.
Once again, the officials doing a nice job communicating with one another. That's Tom's foul, and the first team foul. Tigers with 2 team fouls. Bento Jackson fell for a 3. It's off the back iron. Off it, rebound to Gomez, who makes it to get it to go. Now it's not by the high stick. As Purcell and Alto straight up for it. Going to kick it out and shoot it a 3-point. Tom that's so good. On rebound by Clay, he'll shoot a 3 that's off the back iron. Rebound out by Arcata. That's Cameron Clyde who is checked in. Then taking it up quarter, then took the Purcell. Purcell backs it in the lane, pulled up off the back of the foot. That was a contested shot. Defense.
Yeah, really good defense. And the ball right there didn't buy either fake. Got a hand up on the shooter.
19-9 our score.
Yeah, he got a high forearm up into the head area. As he was trying to go through a screen.
Brody Sargent, the 6'2" senior, will check in for the Tigers right now with Bento Jackson, Purcell, Gomez. Both Purcells on the floor. James Purcell checking in for the first time, along with Klein. So they have the 2 Purcells. You have Purcell twins, Jason and Klein, Jackson, Gomez, and Klein. High Purcell on top. The dribble time to the back. Off that.
Tigers with a lot of success.
It's a 2-point game, 21-9. 9 spin off top. Just a chance. Basket outside. Stop it. I'm whistling. So because of the kick, the Panthers were the first 5 shot with 6 again remaining in the second quarter, trailing by a dozen, 21-9.
One thing I've noticed, Tag, is Arcata plays great team defense. Really communicate well.
Nice job inside as far as driving into the action. And that is Sargent, and Sargent's going to go up and draw the foul.
Sargent was a baseball player up in the Mckinleyville. His dad, his uncle, was Mckinleyville High baseball. Just a long history of good baseball from that family.
So Brody will shoot 2. First free throw on Dane Purcell. His first 3rd team foul. Panthers with 2 team fouls.
I just feel like Mckinleyville just needs somebody to have a stop. Right? They're kind of or just, the ball's not going in. But I feel like if somebody can just make 1 3-point shot and just get that basket open up.
Throw by good. 21-10 our score. And then Bento Jackson. Bento Jackson on top. Gonna skip it over to Kai Purcell. Now on top to Bento Jackson. Tried to sit it Purcell. Now back up top to Bento Jackson. Panthers now switched into his zone. And there's a runner by Gomez that's forcing that big ball Tiger basketball.
Yeah, but you're right. Mckinleyville into his zone, and they need to try something different. Come by 12 and see if we can slow down and get us on that.
That's what they did last night. They did the same thing against Upwork last night. They played mostly man in the first half, and then they switched to a 2 in the second half. The runner by no good. The Tigers dropped the offensive rebound, and then Bento Jackson picked up on this ball. So they're going to restart the offense to go. There's 25 seconds of the shot clock. Each game.
About 7 behind the line.
Way to go, Cam!
He has a nice stroke.
In fact, we like to talk about Stu game, right? The Hut brothers up at Hoop Ball. Jackson's got some pretty good shooting going on.
Cubs is no surprise. Cubs is no surprise. You saw Bob and Pat, Al, and out of that two-game. Brown with the three that's so good. Rebound is released inside. Gomez is up. Now Arcata's going to call a timeout. In the first half, just a 30-second timeout. As the Cubs kind of continue to sputter a little bit on offense, you have to give the Tigers a lot of credit just because of their aggressive man-to-man defense.
Yeah, their aggressive man-to-man defense has caused Mckinleyville problems. They're having trouble getting really good looks inside of the basket. They've had a lot of open looks from the three-point line. They just haven't got going yet. So you make one three-point, the basket opens up, and you can really get rolling at that point in time. But somebody to make a basket, just give their team a spark.
Trying to get an update. The feed's a little bit in and out, so we're going to try to get a score for you in the girls' championship game.
Coach Harvey's looking sharp in that suit and tie on the sidelines tonight.
Harvey, I see back on the sideline. His swan song. He actually announced on the radio on Monday night after the season. There's a jumper that is no good by Shade. And the rebound's going to be tapped by the Killer. Basketball, that's Brown. He penetrates. He's going to put inside. And he gets it inside. The start is real good. And the rebound's drop on the line. Back the clock. He's going to get it off the front line. Look good. Now by Ty Patel. The Bento Jackson will shoot the three that's still good. Then it's a red block rebound. Back to Bento Jackson. The Purcell is going to have because they're getting more of those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, and I think we talked about already. McKinleyville, post player that will probably help them rebounding tonight, and Arcata has that size advantage. But the rebound Purcell having that reception, to put pound stop, and that's just weight, room, strength, and effort right there. And so, Purcell's put the work in to be a great player.
And Purcell's getting inbound right in front of the Mckinleyville bench. Purcell on top of Bento Jackson. So Jackson high post is getting Purcell. They get the line. He's going to try to go baseline, and he's out. Good help defense by the Panthers.
It was good help defense. Why they're having more success, right? Really sharing the basketball well. Mckinleyville needs to get deeper into some offensive possession too.
Isaiah leaving Jackson for the first time. They're going to get it inside and lay it up the net on a nice outfit. Davis Mayer.
Wow, yeah, but and a solid finish.
They put the 5-11 lead. Just committed.
Yeah, he was so excited about that shot he made on the other end and got a little too excited on the defensive end. But you always like when a guy up and spark your team.
That is his first foul, 14th foul. Bento Jackson on top, skipping over the line. Got a lead in the corner on Bento Jackson on top. After still in that 2-3 zone, Tigers figuring out how to attack it. To Levy to fourth inside the Purcell.
They help under control at the same time.
Purcell with the second goal. He has 5. 20-12. And now we're going to have a whistle of a foul away from the ball. And it's going to be again.
It was a good call. He pushed through the player's back, trying to defend, and pass into the lane, and the official was all over it.
Foul was on Lee. Each team now with 14 fouls. Tigers 26. That's up. Let's drop it off inside. The outpost is going to lay it off.
Bit of a pass right there by Clancy finding his teammate. Mckinleyville's got a couple baskets now.
And also doing a good job of cutting the basket, realizing that Clancy was finished. There's a runner by Tree Worth that's there. And rebound's going to be up by.
And so McKinleyville's got something to build on. Right? They got 22 last goal possessions, and they've got a couple fouls on Arcata, and 2 fouls away from the bonus. So they got a little something going to this one.
Coach Clancy working the sideline. Worth it picks up that by Bento Jack. Look at this bounce pass to Purcell.
Big time pass. Player right there.
That's highlight fast right there. Out of bounds. So a couple plays by the Tigers that both went up there.
And what Jack did was he didn't have an angle to make the pass, but he put basketballs. He got it skip sideways off the ground. I mean, just a beautiful pass.
Yeah, got it to Purcell, and then Purcell realized that reward coming from the right wing and filling that right lane. Got him inside. There's
Go defense!
opened up a 7-point lead. It'll be 31 to 14. The left corner with the ball was Whitmer. He's going to take baseline. Grabbed by Bento Jackson. Bento Jackson dribbled inside. Gets it to Levy. Loses the handle. And then it's going to be picked up by Mayer. But now we're going to have Pixel. And it will be on Levy.
That's one of those tough ones, right? I mean, the fouls on it. I would have preferred a football. And it's going on pass break on the 30. Go playing with great effort. They're working really hard. Just have a little slower speed right now. And part of that might be all these good trips they've made in the last few days.
Charlie Kimball checks 6-1. How about his shoe game?
Oh, absolutely. The bright yellow, right?
Brown's going to drive to the basket and run in. Campbell family.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
That would be done out. Off the Joe Jackson. Now with the whistle, they're going to call traveling.
And I think he thought maybe he did before he made the drive pass. That's really one of those calls. It's always going to be 50-50 depending on what.
I think sometimes the officials will make the mistake of anticipating that call. 31-16. Panthers down by 15. They've got past the ball. That's Campbell. Give it to Bayer. Now a good matchup with Brown and Bento Jackson matched up with one another.
Yeah, and that's the second foul that Joe Jackson has drawn when he's playing man defense off the ball. It's tight defense, and guys get they kind of try to push him off to create space.
First foul on Brown, 15 fouls. Tigers with 16 fouls, winding down here in the first half. We're under a minute. 31-16. Bento Jackson looks inside, gets it to Purcell. Purcell now being triple team. Kick to Lucy, back to Bento Jackson. Lucy is going to go big spot. Has it locked away. And it's picked up by Bento Jackson. He's going to pull up 15 off the back. Not going to go good. Rebound is up the floor to Brown dribbles. Bento Jackson on a run out. No good sort of fouls. We've got all contact underneath the basket, but everybody appears to be okay.
I got his legs undercut. Made play up to the foul. He's going to have a chance at a 3-point play.
Went in.
Oh, I thought it was.
I thought it was going to go in too. I think they might be a goaltending.
Yeah, they said one shot. I thought it went down. It's really scary hit though because you get low and you kind of wipe his legs out. And then I think Coach Maynard from Arcata might be an intentional foul call, but they're just not going to make that call. But it was a pretty hard foul.
So Bento Jackson at the free throw line, I think he's going to shoot pretty good. I thought, initially, I thought the basket went in too.
Yeah.
And then I kind of stayed with it, fortunately. I said, well, shoot, I don't think it went in after.
And I think the official got the call right on the foul. It was a hard foul, but it was a foul. There was nothing intentional in trying to hurt the player. It's just a hard basketball.
The free throws by Bento Jackson is good. Now has 11, and it's 53-16. It's on top for the Panthers. It's by 17. 33-16. And coach, how did they do it?
Well, they just couldn't go out of anything they wanted to do offensively. We're looking to get a really special player from Mckinleyville, but he only got 2 or 3 looks at the basket in the first half. And so Mckinleyville at halftime is going to have to try to find a way to get some kind of offensive rhythm. And then, you know, how do you slow Arcata down? Their offense comes from their defensive intensity. And so you can find something offensively at Mckinleyville, it'll help you on both ends.
Very similar to the last game that was played between the two teams on Wednesday, January 26th. And in that game, Arcata jumped out to a 10-1 lead, and they ended up leading by 21 points at halftime. They lead in this one at halftime by 17. They were up by 10 at the end of the first quarter. They doubled up and Arcata leads at halftime 33-16. And just with the way Arcata plays, when they've got a 17-point lead and the fact that they can turn it up like they can defensively, it's going to be really hard for a tired Panther team to try to get back in the play.
You called it. I mean, Arcata, such good defense. It's probably the hardest team to come back on once you get behind in the HBM. And I would say Del Norte would back in the thing too, that plays such good physical man-to-man defense. When you get behind, the type of team that's going to give you a lot of open to work to get back into the game.
Niclai Panthers cheerleaders now performing at halftime. Our score at halftime. It is 33, Mckinleyville 16, and we'll be back with the halftime show right after this timeout. Perfect. Thank you. What's up, Carlos? How you doing, man? What's that? Great team won. Good. Oh, okay. When do you play tomorrow?
20-15, Eureka. 2 minutes and a half.
Is that what it is?
That's last with my phone and pause.
Are you there, Randy? Perfect.
Just not good service.
It's had,
A lot of stalling out on the video.
as far as it,
Eureka High one. Just not great stress up here.
It's up 12-15.
That was a 2 minute throw and a half.
As far as operating.
Oh, it's now. Matter of fact, 25-22 halftime.
Okay. When I come back, I'll throw it to you and you give me an update.
Yeah. What's his name again? Heck, what's this guy's name? In the rep. What's his name?
It's Grant Sams, I think.
Yeah.
He's a big fatty person. And Grant Sams. Welcome to the halftime show. Our score at halftime, Arcata 33 and Mckinleyville 16. This is one of 2 county championship games being played tonight. The other game has been played on the same night at the same time, and it's taking place at J. Willard Gymnasium. An update in that championship game, Arcata and Eureka.
Yeah, we're watching the YouTube feed on the Eureka High YouTube page. Eureka High girls 25, Arcata 22 at the half. So really good game at the gymnasium there.
And in our game here at halftime, Arcata the first half, 7 players in the scoring column. They are led at halftime by junior Brandon Bento Jackson, who scored a game-high 11 points, a 3-point field goal, 2 at the free throw line. So he leads the way at halftime with 11. Alex Doris has 4 baskets, all 4 field goals coming in the first quarter as he finishes with 8. Also in the scoring column, Kai Purcell, who had 2 field goals, including a 3-point field goal for 5. Cameron Klein came off the bench and knocked down a three, while Carson Tucker, Saya Gomez, and Sam Portha had a field goal for two. Isaiah Levy and King Patel played but did not score. So the Tigers, 7 players in the scoring column. Bento Jackson went with 11, followed by Doris 8. Tigers made 5 3-point field goals, 3 by Bento Jackson, and 1 by Kai Purcell and Klein. And then Arcata, as far as what happened in the first half, they were a perfect 2 for 2 at the free throw line. So once again, Tigers doing a nice job. Pretty balanced scoring. They had balanced scoring last night in their game. They had 3 players in double figures. Kai Purcell scoring 32, Joe Jackson 17, and Joris 12. And even though the Panthers did a good job on Purcell in the first half, the Tigers are versatile enough and they've got enough weapons offensively that other people are going to step up, and that was the case in the first half. Bento Jackson is first.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Arcata was a complete team effort, right? I mean, Joris had 2 big points in the first quarter, and before Purcell was a couple baskets. I thought Tucker brought great energy on defense and in the transition game. He's a really fast, explosive type of guy. And then Gomez does all those little things for Arcata, rebounding and passing. So just a good team effort by them. And one thing I've noticed right now is Coach Clancy pulling out a real veteran move. They struggled to shoot the basketball in the first half, so she came back out with 5 minutes left to go in halftime, so her players could get some extra shots up. That's a real veteran move when your team's not having a good team yet.
And speaking of the Panthers in the first half really didn't have anybody step up offensively. We've got 7 players in the scoring column. Alto and Brown lead the way at halftime. Had 2 field goals in the first half, 4, and then after that it's kind of spread around. Tom, Whitmer, and Mayer each had a field goal for 2. Then Clancy and Sargent each free throw for 1. So the Panthers in the first half, 7 players in the scoring column, but their lead scorer is Alto and Brown. They each scored 4. They didn't make any field goals, and they were 2 for 4 at the free throw line in the first half. They're now kind of sitting on the bench at halftime after scoring 27 against Southfork last night, 7 3-point field, and including 6 in the first. So it goes without saying, between going to Crescent City and playing Del Norte and beating Del Norte on Tuesday, 52-57, and then turning around and driving down to Southern Humboldt to play up seed South Fork from Little Fork Conference last night and winning that game 82-50. At some point in time, they have to run out of gas, and they definitely are in a position where they're up tonight.
Absolutely. You know, Whitman doesn't out of the locker room, and he's been on the bench the entire time with a lot of people at it. But he's the difference maker. When you watch his explosion and his shot out there on the court, you can just tell that he's a guy that for a lot of points, but he's definitely off there with him. He's a guy that I think, you know, if he does play in the second half, Mckinleyville really needs to get going. You know, they're tired. They're exhausted. They're playing their rivals at the championship game, and so I expect Mckinleyville to make a great effort in the half, and they're going to fight to the end no matter what. That's just the type of team Coach Clancy coaches.
Almost looked like it was Coach Burbank on there. You were looking at Whitmer, and I know Mom and Dad were there too. And you can tell he's trying to think that I did it. Gets
Yeah, absolutely. Him get going. We'll see how many minutes he's able to give them here in a second half.
33-16 our scores. We get set for the start of the second half. Tigers trying to win their 9th county championship. Mckinleyville trying to win their 3rd. The Arcata girls trying to win their 12th county championship. And the Eureka Loggers are trying to win. The Loggers, the defending champs, they won it 2 years ago, back on Valentine's Day in 2020. coming from behind and beating Fortuna 38-37. Defending championship place, 46-35 in the second game of that doubleheader up at Lumberjack Arena.
So there was some kind of disagreement there for the second half between the officials. I don't know what occurred there.
So Mckinleyville basketball to start the second half. That's where he tries to go baseline. He's having a rough time. Physically, you know, he's trying to play through it.
Yeah, it sounds like he had just an amazing game down in Miranda last night. Probably left a lot of energy on that court.
At 27 points in this game, with 7 threes, including 6 in the first quarter. So might have traveled a bit. Jackson for 3 was good. Brown grabs the rebound. First 2 minutes of the second half would be very important if the Panthers want to get back in this game.
They need to make a shot and kind of get in their team.
There's Brown dribble drive to the basket, gives it to Alto. He's open. It's 5-footers in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, but then followed by what is good.
Whitmer's such a good player. I mean, you can tell he's a fit out there, but he's just competing. Really like it.
Nice job by the Panthers. The offensive pass. 33-18 our score. Purcell to Gomez. He's going to shoot a 3. It's well off the mark. Stater now shoots down by Alto. Opportunity for the Panthers to make a little bit of a run. 50 possession as the ball's going to the backcourt.
Yeah, just one of those, you know, how much you can chase. Slip past the hand. You got to forget about it and go to the next step.
But an inopportune time because they had just a little momentum.
Yeah, sure, they definitely want to get a basket there.
Tucker on the right wing, Dante Jackson. Around a Doris pick. Now to Gomez at the left corner. He tries to go baseline.
Bounce pass.
Doris is really tough when he posts up. He's got that big body, and now he's the double figures for Kim. Alto and top. Now Brown on the right wing. Come on top to Clancy. Dribble drive back, off balance runner, and off by Mckinley. That's Tom with the ball. Whitmer. And that was a nice job by Whitmer. That's going to give him a little. So it's a big bucket to Whitmer. The open floor is going to drive to the basket, and he's come off the Beware of the injured basketball player. Whitmer scored 7 points in the third quarter to make it a 12-point game. 35-23. Dante Jackson gives it to Tucker. Dribble on the basket.
Coming out of the locker room. Mike Jordan, the great flu game, right, for the Chicago Bulls. But yeah, what really from the quarter.
Now Brown looks like he's got a cut on his right hand. He's bleeding on his right hand. And Pat Clancy, a.k.a. the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, to take care of him. Now I think Brown's going to go down. Arcata's got a very good athletic trainer, but an outstanding job. He's been here for a long time, and I apologize for that. I think Brown's going to go check in with him. And there's down there on the floor. There's Whitmer with another look off the front, and the rebound drop on Doris. Here's that drop ball with Doris on.
Brings really good energy. He's been really battling the paint and giving them a chance down low.
On the left wing ball is Tucker on top to Kuiper. Thomas on him. Now the Panthers are playing man-to-man defense. Then Jackson the drive on Mike, who's checked it. This high Purcell, and he's going to get up.
He has that timing down where he can a little off balance and draws that foul. And I just saw he's so good from the free throw line.
He was 11 for 11 last night.
Well,
Second free throw is called. Once again, Kai's dad was up here with us doing his thing. He let us know last night that Kai's the younger brother. Shane's 1 minute older than Kai. This Clancy go to baseline. Tries to get it also. It's knocked away, and then it's knocked away again. And now it's loose on the floor, and we've got a whistle. It's going to be a jump ball call. And this time it's going to be.
Love the effort by both teams. Got at least 3 or 4 bodies diving up. It's all about the game. Love it.
Panthers right now with Ryan Smith, Clancy, Alto, Mark, the Hom on the floor. So we're going to have a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep here. Panthers try to chip away at this Arcata lead as time is now protected. 16 straight, 39-23 with 4:25 left in the third quarter, coach.
Just the defense of it. Never left Arcata. Shots here in the third quarter. The defensive intensity just never lets up. So you're halfway through the third quarter. Mckinleyville only has 23 points. It's team defense. That's what's good for Arcata.
Tigers has a team average 65 points per game, and they allow 50.3 points per game. Panthers, on the other hand, average 57 points per game. They give 53 points per game. Nick's slowing down. They're doing an so Buck, Kane there on the shot clock.
Go defense.
We're working at the scorer's table. So that's Ryan Smith with the ball. Get pressured by Tucker, and Tucker's going to reach in and commit the foul.
Yeah, definitely in trouble. Not a big deal.
First on Tucker, each team with 1 team foul. I believe the score at halftime, Eureka led Arcata in the girls' game at halftime, 22. Second half underway, and knocked away, then gives it to Alto, who's going to go up and the shot, the drop.
I don't know if you have the stat tag, but how many times has the same high school won the boys and the girls for the Niclai? You always have numbers. You have that answer. I would imagine that Arcata's done it more than any other team. That's one thing as Mel would say, maybe, probably it couldn't have happened. I don't know.
First free throw is good by Alto. You can go ahead. You take it. That's like that Alto makes. First or this, the second at the other end. So don't just wait fast. You know the Tigers have done it several times, especially like last 10 years or so.
It might actually be the only team that's done it.
With an off-balance jumper that's no good. The rebound by Tucker. I think they might be the only school that's done it. 41-23. Bento Jackson looks inside. The pass is brought about intended. Tigers have done it.
I see 4 times since 1995 Arcata's done it. No other school since then. It was all down later. 3 years in a row, both. I don't know. Was this tournament going to 95?
Prior to 95 was the Shaughnessy tournament. So since it's become the Niclai tournament, you're exactly right. In 2013, in 2015, 16, and 17, Arcata won both championship games.
And that's something they're attempting to accomplish tonight with their girls. Well,
delay here, trying to figure out what's going on.
they found that blood on the court from the player that got cut earlier. The official asked them the blood.
The hazmat suit.
The hazmat suit,
And I think there's some blood on the floor right now. Brown appears to be okay. He's been bandaged up, taken care of. And,
give you an update on that girl game. Eureka 34, Arcata 28 with 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the third quarter in Eureka.
So it's 34-28.
34-28.
Good coaching matchup.
4 minutes and 58. Yeah.
Doug Oliveira, which he said he's lost track, somewhere between 40 and 45 seasons, because at times he's coached both the boys and girls, I believe, early in his coaching career when he was down at Calistoga.
Go defense.
And the girls many moons ago after he had graduated from Chico State. And, so that's both players.
You heard out last night. Coach Payne likes to watch football various practices and learn from them in very similar styles. We're seeing
Nice move by Clancy. He's getting locked open and running up here. That's exactly what Jack did to his first goal.
very pretty move.
Beto Jackson.
They have to guard him when he crosses the half-court line. He's within his range at half-court.
Now that is for a 3-point field goal. He has 4 feet. So every time the Panthers try to go on a mini run, there's it's no good. Followed by Mayer is no good. Ball is loose on the floor, and it's going to be grabbed by Tucker. And now we're going to have the whistle. We're going to have a play backcourt. And Alan Mendez is not going to listen to Tucker because Tucker's not Baker in the middle of badly, but he picks up the.
Yeah, I didn't get did not agree with it.
I saw the contact.
Yeah.
It's kind of a veteran move in that time because it happened right in front of Allen and out. And they're out the inside. Tigers with 15 fouls. The Killer goes brother by Jackson. On that one, and Clancy with the 3 with the top to the up. Yeah, 44 John takes Mayer did not know what happened because it happened so fast. Now inside, they're going to get it to Hall, who will lay it up in here. So the Panthers able to get some decent checks by Beto Jackson. Well off the mark. He missed that one. He's going to try another one. This one off the back iron, no good. Clancy grabs the rebound and then bounces it off the door.
So Jackson pretty good about himself right there and took it even farther. I'd say maybe 10 feet behind on the one play.
So check out, gave the Panthers some good energy. But it's off the bench. 1:52 left in the third. Brown popped in. So it's Brown, Whitmer, Alto, Palm, and Clancy. Same 5 that started tonight for his coach defense. Brown dribble drive the basket in traffic, lays it up and in. 47-31. Down. Up the hit. He's so big and he's so thick. Did hit the ball down low. It's really tough to defend, as evidenced by the fact that ultimately is for it.
Absolutely. And he had a good eye. He kind of played a combo wide receiver, tight end position, and really had a good season for Coach Jones and the Tigers.
So is no good. Second team foul. Arcata with 13 fouls. That's Tom on top. Whitmore, he's getting a 3 that's off the back iron. That's George. Now the pass
He draws defenders. He can score and with the finish right there. That was awesome.
He is an amazing facilitator. Keeps the floor as well as anyone. It makes everybody around him that much better, just the way he plays.
Absolutely. Everybody on the team gets overlooked because the defenders have to focus on stopping.
And all of a sudden, the Tigers have opened up a 21-point lead through the 31. And five of the basket is Sargent, and Sargent's getting brought back.
And the one thing we talked about is just how tired the people is with that pick on Orton, that pick in Miranda. But I always just look at it. And they're playing their hearts out tonight. They're putting great effort. Team, no matter what the score is on the scoreboard, really positive support with each other in the court. They just do things the right way.
Free throw by Sargent is no good. He'll shoot one more. He's 1 for 3 at the line. Second free throw by Sargent. Now with 2 points, 2 for 4 at the free throw line. And the Tigers have basketball at a 20-point advantage, 52-30 side of the minute. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Moxon gets the Jackson in clutch, working on time, just drive to the basket. Now he gets up the dribble, being double the two. Is it off the way, and then it's going to be by Mckinleyville. As it's stolen by Brown, he's then going to be fouled in the back.
Jackson felt like he got hit in the face a couple times and entertainment get frustrated. Nobody could see it because there was so much traffic still where that was happening.
So that foul was on Moxon. His first. 15. Panthers with 3 team fouls. Dental Jackson pressuring Brown. On that gives it to Hawk. Now they're going to give it to Niclai. This is no good by Sargent. Out by Dental Jackson. The pressure play it for the lead. They have a nice people alive. Picked up Clancy. Four. And Mckinleyville 32, and what we got for this thing. Thank you very much.
I mean, this gym has a better crowd than Eureka, though. Eureka's just empty.
Right.
And I'm looking at the YouTube feed, tells you how many people are watching. The last time I logged on, there's only 31 people watching the game. Actually, I feel like they let a few more people in.
They could have let a few more. What do you think's good here? 200?
No. Yeah.
175 to 200. Cheerleaders help. Cheerleaders. That's potentially 60 people.
I thought they won a lot.
Most people really did.
Play this year. I didn't see Martin play this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. St. Lawrence played it.
You were late to party. 52-32 our score. Tigers have the ball. They lead by 20. So is there any way, if there is a way, how do the Panthers figure out a way to get back?
And Clancy got on a few three-point shots, and you got to get a few stops early.
Purcell with a contest, jumped, knocked it in, and he had 9. Good defense by the Panthers, but it didn't happen. Now we've got all kinds of contact with 5. And Johnny Campbell is going to get tackled, literally get tackled.
That was like the outside linebacker off the edge right there, blindside on the quarterback. That was a big hit.
Well, that will be on Skate, so that's his second team foul. Panthers with 3 team fouls. They're going to skate Craven with the ball. Even now will back to Campbell, Tom, and Brown. Let's put it out of the basket. So Clancy, keep in mind, it took him a while to get healthy because he suffered that high ankle sprain and the Panthers playoff football game. A slow start to a basketball game because of that high ankle. 54-34. He was a lot healthier now than he was. Yeah, 56-34. Tigers just do such a nice job of running their offense, moving the play. That's not answered. And Hom grabs the offense. Blocked by Moxon. We got.
Really getting after and really competing and making themselves just physically stronger than a lot of the other guys on the court.
Second foul on Hom. Fourth team foul. Tigers with split team fouls. He's going to check out. Whitmer's going to check back in. Panthers with Brown, Whitmer, Hom, Craven, and Campbell. Down by 22. Tigers with Klein, Bento Jackson, Moxon, and the Purcell twins, 5 and 6. That's Klein driving the basket and Brenner hands on the win. The rebound grabbed by Whitmer. Outlet pass up the floor to Brown. Dribble drive the basket, atop the Whitmer for a 3-ball.
You talk about how to continue to get in, right? You need a few threes, and they're in bonus. Get to the free throw line, but it's going to have to happen quick in this team.
Yeah, the clock is Whitmer with 10 points in the second half, 12 in the game. Keep in mind, he is definitely everything. A good point. Down to the 5, so he's going to back it on.
Yeah, once you get the backing in it, you know, Mckinleyville needs to have a. You can't play him one-on-one and then the free throw.
56-37 our score. Going to keep it right with 5:49 to give us an update from Jay Willard's Gymnasium on what's going on. Never thought I'd see the day that I'd find myself in a situation where I'd be broadcasting one championship game and then watching the other championship game on the third. And it's really unfortunate because if the powers to be would have thought this out a little bit more, meaning Commissioner Jack Lipton, the superintendents, the principal, the athletic director, they would have thought about the possibility of just having the girls' championship game tonight and then the boys' championship game tomorrow night, which is really not that complicated, and it's really not rocket science trying to come up with that idea, as opposed to both championship games being played on the same night at the same time, especially when you've got one school playing in both championship games.
Hey, the section kids is not due until 10 p.m. Saturday night, the night before the seating meeting, which is this Sunday. And so you had time to play the games and still have a school get their papers again for the second playoff. It's disappointing for Arcata fans who are split between two gyms, but nothing's really been normal the last 2 years. It's just complete and total weirdness. But back to what you're saying about that game, it's currently 48-41, Eureka leading in the fourth quarter.
So Purcell out the free throw line. You know, keep in mind, hey, last time we didn't have way things are structured and the way it is with the championship games this year could have been done a little bit differently. Time that these back in 2008 when they were building Lumberjack Arena. What ended up happening was championship games after they played college in the Redwoods, and they played the girls game. And for Coach Kimbo beating the Huskies to win on Friday, and then Arcata beat Del Norte the championship game on Saturday. Volmers is the coach. He's the Panthers first. Tigers got the other way. There's a 3-5. That was out of just like they did back in 2008, where they split up the championship game.
Well, we both got a message from Coach Harvey at Saturday, and we know that he was very, very unhappy with performance tonight. His girls had an amazing season. I think he would have liked to see him in a spotlight game with the entire county watching. Maybe he feels like he didn't get that opportunity. And I agree with him on that, and that's for his team. It's great that Coach Harvey fights for his girls.
And inside, they're going to get it to Sneakers. So his shot is no good off the whole thing about no students. I know that's also a hot topic of conversation because you watch some games and there are student sections. There's student sections at Ferndale, there's student sections at St. Bernard's. I've seen student sections at other games. And it's not big in the past. The first free throw is good by Moxon, but for them to discourage the idea they're being. That's not fair. That's not what I need. The second free throw is good.
It's all high school experience, right? Supporting your school and school spirit and just the kids the last 2 years haven't got a fair shake.
So the Tigers with the ball. They've got a 20-point lead just for 5 minutes. There's Moxon going to give it to Shape Michelle. Is going to try to go baseline. They kick it on top to Benjamin Jackson. Dribble drive on Clancy. I post to Michelle who goes high for his finger at the top. He's going to call for
Really nice job by the post defender to see his feet draw the charge and get in front of one of his.
So Kai himself picks up his first foul. 8th team foul.
What? Arguing there. It seemed like a pretty obvious charge foul.
Referees right now with Clancy Brown, Palm, Whitmer, and Alto.
It's going to be a full court press on up to 22 in the fourth quarter.
I can take a no prisoners. That's Clancy on the left wing. Talk.
Yeah, he just came up with the defender, no room on the back screen. Not technically, but it was a good call.
Tigers have the ball at a 22-point advantage. That's Jackson. Victor Jackson for pressure at Brown. I posted Ty Purcell. Now to Mox. Now they're going to put it inside the same Purcell. Brown jumps it, so good rebound. And it's going to go out. Last touch.
No way at all is this game going to, it's anything that McKinley season. They're going to have a chance to win some games in the playoffs because they played really good basketball.
Driving.
It's a good defense.
59-37. They skip it for the fourth. Both is going to step out on him. Three Worth is going to drive the basket. Side the basket. Go
Off here. Fixing this game kick.
Sell with 8 points in the second half. 13 in the game. Victor Jackson knocks it back. Raven's going to check it. At least Clancy's going to check out. The coaches got off with 3:36 to go as they both go to the bench.
Of that when the team that's losing subs down and gets people playing time, and the other team takes their players out on.
That's Hom with the ball. Craven is going to drive the basket. Craven's jumper. Things up, drop kick.
Nice stop.
So it's 61 to 39. That's Moxon. The 5-0. Zero 5'11" junior. He's on top over to Skipper Show. Now to Moxon. Fox backs on his ball. He's got a window. I think it's going to be a foul against Fox.
Two of the last three possessions, playing good defense for his team.
And that's all he's playing for.
Yeah, okay. If they call it a block, you're out of here, but this is to lose 3 minutes to go in the game.
Elias, a 5'8" unit, will take over the point guard duties for the Panthers. High post pass to Alto. Now to Campbell. He could have it knocked away from behind. If you get the Whipper, who's jumping the trip.
You just have such a sweet release. We've seen a few guys from different high schools that really do have a good release.
Full time out, 2-7 remaining in the quarter. Make sure you stay with us for the post-game show. On the post-game show, Coach and I will kind of break things down. We'll also talk a little bit about the North Coast section playoffs, and we'll take a look back at the numbers from tonight's championship game. And then we will also visit with the Whitney coach, and we'll look at to the North Coast section playoffs. Selection Sunday is on Sunday. I know, and just kind of going through some things in my mind, based on the fact that there's no criteria to qualify this year, they've waived all the criteria that plays in the past because, you know, I'm hearing from a lot of coaches in our area that they're going to put their name in the hat just based on what the athletes have gone through this year, and there's probably going to be more teams ever before that are called out the contender.
Yeah, I cut some research on Max Preps and checked it out. I think we have 3 teams that are going to be #1 seeds. I think the Arcata boys are currently ranked #1, and a win tonight will probably lock that in. Division 4 boys. The St. Burns boys, Vico Southport won the league championship, still way ahead of everybody for the #1 ranking in the Division 6 boys. But the team that I think has the best chance to win a North House championship, state championship, is the female girls. Division 6 girls should be the number.
Yeah, that's good news for local basketball because I think they're going to open up next week as far as North Coast section playoffs that actually start next week. Now, also in the game for Arcata, that's Bowen.
I love this. The bench gets here, the bench players get a chance to play. That unites a team when that happens.
Zach Bowen, Bonnie Buda, who has here for the first time, just got called up for the interview. His job is no good for So the Tigers have the ball. That's 3 Waterfall. Madero. Bowen. Who's going to take the out?
The guys are making sure to get their one-on-one moves in there last 2 minutes of the game and having some fun with it.
Kalani Buda, a 6'3" sophomore. Only player brought up from the junior varsity. Panthers right now. With both Colby Marias and Cameron Hoover in the game, along with Charlie Campbell, who's going to go to the Ravens, and also Spartan in the game. So he'd have another question: who's the best free throw shooter in that Campbell family?
I'm
the first right now, it's Charlie.
going to go Travis Campbell. I bet back in Minnesota, back in the day. He probably never missed these types of shots. So
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll check with Ben. Second free throw is no good. You check with Travis.
I actually know who the best is. Campbell. Campbell, which would be this one's
Right. Oh, driving past, they laid it up with Bowen. His shot down by Mckinleyville with 125 to do. I believe that Kirby would be TJ's sister, correct?
yes. Absolutely. It was in hard to take him a forward. So guys are still competing and hard.
63-46, and the Panthers well on their way to winning the county championship. That's the first ball dribble drive basket.
And it's time to sign now with some of the other guys out of the game. Showing that he's got some rope himself.
There's a three-pointer by Hooven that's off the front iron. No good. Kipper's up for good. Big out gap. He's double-teamed his backboard. He gives it to 3 There's 4 by inside for the game. It's the Arcata Big Cups to that three-quarter by both. They get it inside to Campbell. His shot is no good. Sargent grabs the offensive rebound. Now it's forced to get ball call. We're actually going to be a foul against the team. And Sargent's going to go to the line. Coach update from Jay Willard Division.
Not giving a good camera angle for the scoreboard.
They were giving a great camera angle in the back of your head the other night, Coach. That was great.
This is the part we're getting it. 59-51. Eureka ahead by 8 with 2
Yeah, we've actually got some footage of that camera angle. Kevin Law was giving back to, hey, Coach, what good heads up. They've got a good camera in the back of your head.
Yeah, they were trying to get my playbook.
Yeah. Who's going to be the next head football coach at Eureka High School?
Oh, I don't know that. I mean,
That's
takes a long time getting coach. That's a great guy. Wonderful. Put in a lot of years in Canadian football.
16-44. Champ tries to back him down low, loses the hand. And the loose ball turned off. That's Madero. They're going to give it to Tree Ward with the clock ending down. As we are getting up Tigers win by a final score of 68-44, and they were basically in control from start to finish. They led by 10 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored Mckinleyville in the second period 7. So they led by 17 at halftime, 33-16. The third, they scored 19. Mckinleyville scored 16. And then the Tigers 16 points in the fourth quarter compared to 12 points for the Panthers. So half at halftime, it's a 17-point game, 33-16. And then a lot more competitive in the second half. Arcata outscored Philadelphia to win by 24, 8-44. And the Tigers now have won 10 in a row. And they improved.
Score 20-22. Dick Niclai, tournament champions, Arcata Tigers.
Getting their, just an amazing team effort by them, and you know they got the two big superstars in Bento Jackson, and so they got a lot of good to support those guys, and this basketball team, and maybe the year where Arcata will go into Division 4
And ironically enough, this is also the anniversary of that great Arcata team, coached by Bob Robertson, made a really nice run in the postseason as far as going on the NorCal play. The state championship, so it's ironic. You know, we're talking about Isaac Gilday back in '97, Travis. It's a really good nice basketball team. Last time McKinley actually won Niclai tournament was when Isaac was speaker back in '97. But this is all about the university.